I'm here to tell you what professional travel writing is really like, before Pam and Tim and Elizabeth and Mary Beth convince you it's fun. To me, travel writing is dangerous, weird, miserly, and thankless. Plus, everybody thinks they can do it. I first realized the difficulty of travel writing after my first trip to Hawaii. While writing up the trip, I found that Mark Twain had also written about Hawaii. Mark Twain called Hawaii the loveliest fleet of islands that lies anchored in any ocean. I didn't beat that in my article. Besides, I was only there 4 days to mountain bike and do a story for Bike magazine. I was kind of worried about the material. If only Hawaii was a dicey proposition, maybe hacks like me could write something fresh. But travel-wise, Hawaii is as simple as Delaware. No language problems, no customs agents. It's like the U.S. acquired it simply to satisfy cultural appetite for tropics, manifest destiny for an authentic Mai Tai. My article turned out okay, though. Because I was able to write about history, how Captain James Cook, who kind of discovered Hawaii, for the white men anyway, he was regarded as a god when he first came out there. But he didn't leave when Hawaiian folklore said a god should leave. So he wound up getting stabbed in the neck, beaten to death, and butchered into tiny pieces. When Cook's grieving crew returned to his ship, the natives mooned them. I was happy to report these things. Still, it's hard to write a travel piece about a place where Mark Twain spent 4 months, which he did in like 1866, I think. I mean, Twain took a wooden surfboard out and paddled to wait, as you've seen naked locals do, for a particularly prodigious billow to come along. He wrote of hills and valleys which were peopled by naked, savage, thundering barbarians only 50 years ago. He saw a lava field and wrote, "The greater part of the vast floor of the desert under us was as black as ink, and apparently smooth and level, but over a mile square of it was ringed and streaked and striped with 1,000 branching streams of liquid and gorgeously brilliant fire. It looked like a colossal railroad map of the state of Massachusetts done in chain lightning on a midnight sky." I mean, how the hell are you going to beat that? I couldn't, and doubt many travel writers have. I mean, it's very tough trying to measure up to Mark Twain. And according to Paul Theroux, we're not doing so good. Says Theroux, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I've only seen it written, not pronounced, but says the celebrated travel writer, "Little better than a license to bore, travel writing is the lowest form of literary self-indulgence." Thanks, Paul. Tell us what you really think. It's tough to hear that it's the lowest form of literary self-indulgence, because such self-indulgence has almost killed me. I've suffered injuries and illnesses and crime. I've gone to Russia, where the only thing more bitter and cold than the weather is the people. Where, for some reason, there are lots of grease fires. Where the national airline Aeroflot has a slogan, "Safety checks, schmafety checks." Anyway, I was in Russia once, and the airline demanded a bribe just to get a fellow passenger's luggage back. I had these very sweet ski poles ripped off and tried to run around chasing the thief, and just saw tram terminals with broken glass and abandoned trash. I don't like Russia.